Howdy, friends. It's Jason Culp here to introduce to you Sandra Brown's star-crossed lovers from her new novel, Blind Tiger, out now from Hachette Audio. He looked like he wanted to argue, to say more, but he exhaled heavily and turned away from the bed. He picked up his hat and put it on, then pulled on his jacket. He went to the door but didn't open it. Looking back at her, he said, "I didn't finish my story." "I don't want to hear it." "Well, you need to." "It doesn't concern me." "I hope to God not. I really hope to God not, Laurel. See, when we got back to the jail, the sheriff left straight for home. I volunteered to escort Elray inside and lock him up. Deputies were piling out of the other car. Some lit up smokes and jawed about the expedition. Others went inside. I hung back with Elray and seized the opportunity to ask him in private what he'd been lying about. He told you the truth, but not all of it. I knew he was holding something back about Wally's murder, something that had recently come to light. He hem-hawed around, but finally told me that a tip had come from none other than Gert. According to her, a competing moonshiner had done Wally in. That's not at all surprising. I didn't think so either, but I sensed that Elray was still withholding something. I kept pressing him about the identity of this bloodthirsty competitor, and he finally gave up what he knew. Which was? It's a woman. Laurel's breathing was suspended for a full 15 seconds before Thatcher continued. Naturally, I encouraged him to give me her name, and I believe he eventually would have, except that somebody shot him through the head from the roof of the bank building. "Oh my God, Thatcher!" He was standing no more than a foot away from me. I saw his eyes go dead before he dropped. "I'm sorry." "Yeah, so am I. He wouldn't have been there if it weren't for me." Sheriff Amos predicted that there was going to be a bloody moonshine war. He said he could use an extra deputy and offered me the job. I turned him down, told him it didn't have anything to do with me, that it wasn't my fight, and I wouldn't be taking sides. That's the thing that changed tonight. He reached into his pocket, took out the now familiar badge, and looking back at her, pinned it to his lapel. Irv was standing in the kitchen, holding the shotgun aimed at the door through which Thatcher had to pass on his way out. The two squared off, and when Irv spotted the badge, his scowl deepened. "Badge or not, I could shoot you for trespassing." "You could, but just so you know, I'm unarmed. To a jury, that might look like murder." "I could murder you for messing with my daughter-in-law." "I'd be dead. Laurel would be left to suffer a scandal." "It's Laurel now, is it?" "Yes." Thatcher walked forward until the barrel of the shotgun was inches from his belly. "It's Laurel. And hear me, Plumber. If you and your moonshining get her killed, I'm going to kill you." He allowed time for the words to sink in, then he stepped around the old man and left through the back door. Blind Tiger by Sandra Brown. It's a humdinger, friends.